Come in. Come closer. Closer. That's right. I'm Vincent Price. You'll be just as safe in this house of fear as any of the other 5 victims murdered by the bat. In all of the annals of mystery, there's never been a more elusive, fearsome, and cunning killer. He'll lure you through hidden passages to make you his next victim. But nobody lives forever, so why be afraid of the bat?
How long's he been dead?
Oh, I'd say about a half an hour. You believe it was the bat?
That's a bat's trademark.
Perhaps he's still in the house.
That's possible.
It says here that the bat never leaves no fingerprints.
That's understandable. Having no face, he probably has no fingers either.
The bat is waiting for you.
Private Eye Popeye, at your service. Gosh. I better trace that call.
Madam is expecting you, sir.
Stop! Stop!
Oh!
I'm Private Eye Popeye, ma'am. At your service.
I'm so glad you're here. I have a job for you. Guard this precious stone with your life.
That's quite a rock you got there. Huh? Just as I thought. It's the buckler. Come back here, you crook. rescue in the name of the law.
Garçon.
Your order, monsieur.
Huh?
Where to, monsieur? Going up. I rescue in the name of the law.
A present for you, princess.
I rescue in the name of the... Madam, the case is solved.
My hero!
Gosh, ma'am.
How, Detective Anderson? We'll get this bat. I tell you, boys, no cheap crook is going to make a sap out of me and get away with it.
But there is a limit.
Well, let that limit stop where it interferes with my work.
What do you mean?
You heard what I said.
Say, you're trying to mix me up with that bank robbery?
I only know that young Fleming was killed here tonight trying to locate that hidden room.
Stop where you are. Look straight ahead. Get those people out of this house or I'll burn you alive.
Then, my dear girl, how does it happen that the nephew of the president of the Oakdale Bank was killed in his uncle's house the night after the bank was robbed? And the only person present at his murder was the girl who was engaged to the runaway cashier.
Good evening, goblins and ghouls, and welcome to the Friday Night Scream Stream. I'm your host, Spakenstein, joined as always by my very good friend, Mr. Evan Sink.
Good evening, everyone. How we doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Evan?
I'm doing okay. You know, it's Friday. I'm ready to get this Friday party started the only way I know how. I don't know about you guys. We got our friends hanging out here in the chat.
All
What's up, everybody?
of our good friends, welcome. Happy Friday. You made it to the end of your work week. Yeah, see, we got Kathy and Sears in here. Old Radios, welcome. Scott, good to see you, sir. Hope everybody is doing well tonight. Make sure. Oh, William was in here. Hello, William.
We're flashing again.
I know.
Welcome to the rave, everybody. We're doing.
Gotta figure out what that's about. Welcome, Sally. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Do you think there's something there? You set you play like one of these black and white old dark house movies set with electronic dance music.
Oh, you could definitely say I've kind of tried at one time to kind of work on like an ambient kind of super cut of all this like old dark house footage, kind of trying to figure out if I could set it to some kind of music like that and just like just of shots of
Flashing
old dark
lights.
house movies and just make it really, because I mean you think about, we've seen a lot of old dark house movies. That's, you know, kind of a staple on the show. And when there's been a lot of cool sets, a lot of cool houses, right?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of houses.
We have seen very many houses. And we're going to see another one tonight. So glad that you could all join us. It is, God, it's going to drive me crazy. You're just going to have to stay in the wide shots.
Okay, so just time it right. Just if you can figure out just when you need to blink, and you'll.
Yeah, maybe there's some kind of trigger to it. I'll have to test it and see. But
we just need a really quick metronome.
Yes, that is exactly what we need. And old radios, like, so that's the thing. An old dark house, like, we'll talk about the subgenre of movies in a minute, but just the visual, like, in real life, old, creepy, abandoned, particularly farmhouses, to me, are particularly capturing.
Yeah, I mean, we all know one, right? Like, if you live, like, I guess probably unless you like live in the city, you probably know there's like a local, old, vaguely haunted looking house that you can like. Everybody's got that touch point.
Exactly.
They're around.
Although definitely not as many as there used to be when you just think of all the development and you know,
all these modern developers.
Yeah, it's just killing all these,
tearing down all the haunted houses.
Where are the ghosts gonna go? That's what I want. That's who I'm concerned. We need to be thinking about the welfare of these ghosts.
Do you think a ghost can afford a eighth of an acre, $200,000, 2-bedroom, 2-bath house?
No, I don't. I mean, how do they earn the money? You know, I mean, they don't get a cut whenever, you know, the haunting goes big. So, you know, they're kind of, you know, ghosts don't have any.
They don't have any equity.
They don't have any equity. They don't have any advocates. We need to start. Spequity. Ooh, I like that.
Like Spectre.
And thank you, this and that, for subscribing. Appreciate it. Yeah. Definitely. Like, there's a house I drive by on my way to work every day that is, it's definitely an old farmhouse from like early 1900s, and like at this point the windows are all boarded up, and like it has like not been like lived in I don't know how long, and it just sits like on the side of like a highway, but all the grass is overgrown, and it's like the curtains are like yellow and faded, and it's like, I want to go in the house and just see what it looks like. I just want to see what's in there. What does it look like?
Man, whenever I was growing up, I lived like not like next door, but like right down the street and like across the street from it was like more dilapidated than that, like falling down, but like spooky as heck. Just nothing but like just fields behind it, you know. So it's just like this very old farmhouse. And every time, like sometimes, you know, we just like, you know, go on walk up and down the road, and I'd always feel real weird walking by. I crossed the street where it was safe.
I mean, it's crazy when like just a house can have a power like that, or just seeing just the visual of it, you're just like, all right, I'm getting some vibes from that place.
Yeah.
Right? It's wild. But the reason that we're talking about old dark houses is because we're gonna be watching an old dark house film tonight, although this subgenre doesn't necessarily deal with old abandoned houses that are haunted.
It's not quite the same.
As much as like creepy old houses on a dark and stormy night where some murder is committed with a fortune on the line. That's like, I think, a good way to describe at least a dozen movies now that we've seen in this subgenre.
There's a formula to it, and when you watch enough of them, you know, it becomes kind of, I don't know, like a lot of like genre fiction, like you kind of come to expect. It's just kind of fun to see how they play around with, okay, well, what's going to be the twist this time? You know,
right.
How are they going to, you know, who's killing who? And are we going to have hidden passages?
Yeah.
Or are we going to have, I don't know, old dark house movies? I mean, if we get the, depending on how funny they want to play it, we might get the eyes in the painting, you know?
We have to. I
hope we do. It's always my favorite part. But
it's a staple in these films. You know, that's the thing, is you see these tropes that, you know, obviously you probably more initially associate with things from later on. Like, especially, I think we always reference Scooby-Doo, right? I think we always say,
all roads lead to Scooby-Doo.
But it's like, where do we get the genesis of like, why is this kind of where do these tropes come from? Why are they so popular? It's these kind of movies, the dozens of old dark house movies that were made in mostly in the 30s, and then less so in the decades after. But we'll get into it tonight because we're going to be watching The Crooked Circle from 1932, which...
It's an oval.
It's thank you, Evan. Thank you for clarifying. He solved the mystery, ladies and gentlemen. But this is definitely kind of your standard old dark house murder mystery.
What year are we looking at?
1932, which is a big year for it. We're going to be talking about old dark house movies tonight, especially from around this time period. And, you know, horror movies in this time period in general. But this particular movie, I believe, is going to lean a little bit heavier on the comic relief side.
Okay, we got a funny movie.
And that's thanks to the stars, which they're not necessarily a comedy team, but they were paired together nine times. And that's actors ZaSu Pitts and James Gleason. And both known for their comedic works, although they did some dramatic stuff. We're going to be talking about them tonight. And I want to clarify up top that if I say ZaSu Pitts, it's spelled Z-A-S-A. A lot of people pronounce it... No, Z-A-S-U. A lot of people pronounce it ZaSu. But it's apparently pronounced ZaSu. So ZaSu Pitts, not ZaSu Pitts. So I just wanted to clarify that up top because I've always read it as ZaSu Pitts. And on her Wikipedia page, they're like, yep, a lot of people like got her. She even like in her autobiography like remarked on like, yeah, a lot of people like got it wrong. Like, and this other actress, Mary Pickford, said it was gonna happen. She said, a lot of people aren't gonna pronounce your name right. And she's like,
you might pick a different stage name.
And nope. It's apparently it's a combination of her aunt's names, Eliza and Susan. So Za and Sue.
So it is her stage name. It's not her.
No, it was she. That was that was her birth name.
Okay, cool.
ZaSu.
Okay, cool.
Or ZaSu. So, yeah, clarify that up top. But it should be fun. It's like many of these old Dark House mysteries, nice and tight, streamlined. It's only an hour, so
nice and punchy. Get a few kills in, solve a few mysteries, in and out in an hour.
Exactly. That's what we're looking at tonight. So, looking forward to it. And speaking of looking forward to it, it wouldn't be a old Dark House movie if we didn't have a beverage to really kind of put us in the mood. And old Dark House, it's creepy, it's eerie, it's probably a little chilly. So Evan's come up with the perfect concoction to pair with the evening's film and a little segment which he calls
What were you drinking?
And what are we going to be drinking tonight, Evan?
Well, I'll be completely honest with you, everybody. I've had a not so easy week. I've been having another episode of the Sick Kid Chronicles, and I was completely prepared to phone it in this week. My mind has been elsewhere.
Yes, yeah, Evan's had a lot going on.
Whenever I finally did get around to the drink for this week, I thought, you know what? We're watching an old Dark House movie. How about we just crack open a cold dark beer and call it a night? But I couldn't help myself. And immediately I started thinking, if we're just gonna do a beer, like we can do something with that. And I thought, okay, well, we don't do a whole lot with dark beer, and we really don't have beer cocktails that often. Nope. I think they can be underrated. I think that's it's not something I think to do. Right. But every time we've at least I feel like most of the time we've had beer cocktails on the show, they've been pretty good.
Yeah, big time.
So I thought, okay, we got a dark beer. How about, we throw some coffee in there, some coffee liqueur. It'd be easy. And I thought, well, okay, maybe it's like some orange. And then I started doing some research, because as it happens like so often is I'll think that I've had like an original idea, and then I'll go and do my homework and realize, someone else has already come up with this.
Of course.
This is just an existing thing. But I whenever I looked up, this combination, I found that there's something that's very similar. It's different, but it's very similar, called the Black Velvet, which is it's equal parts dark beer and champagne. And I really wouldn't have thought to do that,
No.
But a lot of people seem to like it. They say that it lightens and enhances the dark beer. So I thought, okay, we'll take the Black Velvet, and we'll kind of take what I was trying to do with my own thing, and all together we have what I'm calling the Cold Dark Souse.
Ooh.
Which is made with dark beer, champagne, coffee liqueur, and an orange twist garnish. So you make this, it's just right in the glass. It's kind of like a mimosa.
Okay.
So, nothing too complicated.
So what have you already got in there?
That's the coffee liqueur.
Okay, nice.
And I'm gonna I was gonna eyeball it. I really don't like it. I feel like
come on, get wild with it, Evan. Come on.
There's the ratios off. I can eyeball it, but I like being precise.
That's understandable. I feel you there. Well, I'm excited for it. It's definitely it's an interesting combination. I know, Kathy, you sounded somewhat skeptical on it.
A little incredulous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, I kind of was too. I saw that, I'm like, okay, well, this is at least way more interesting than what I was gonna do originally. Like, even if it's bad, we can say, well, we tried that.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm gonna open this champagne and hopefully not make a big mess.
Oh, good luck, Evan. Get bubbles all over my room. All right, go for it. Go for it. Pop. Oh, no. Pip. Sip. I'll pop as much as a
kind of a nice and chilled. All right, we're gonna pour this up. And I saw some people said stir it, some people said didn't stir it or don't stir it.
Yeah, where are you falling? Where are you leaning on that?
I think I'm just gonna, whenever I make a mimosa, I don't stir it. I just let the mixing, stir as it will.
Yeah, I think normally, because I'm always just adding like a drop, not much orange juice, so it all just kind of disperses. Thank you, sir.
Right. So yeah,
oh my
great
goodness.
pour by yours truly here. We got a lot of head there, but
it smells interesting. It smells really good, actually. If you like coffee, and it's with the orange and it's got the aromas, it all goes together.
Yeah, I think I'm optimistic. I think this is. I say we give it a try. This is the Cold Dark Souse, everyone. Happy Friday. Cheers.
Cheers. I took a very small sip.
I took a big sip.
Okay, but because I didn't really, it was fine. What do you think of a big sip?
I think it's pretty good.
I think it's pretty good too.
It's pretty dang good, actually.
On a small sip, like.
So and also here's the thing. Whenever I went to the store and the dark beer selection at your average American supermarket, at least around here, is not great. Your choices are pretty limited. And I feel like, whenever I go to like a bar, and get like a dark beer, like it's totally different than if you just go to like your local whatever and get like a bottle of Guinness.
Yeah.
But I found so Guinness is doing it's an extra stout, which I tried on its own, pretty stout, pretty strong stuff. But I think it played pretty well, like with the champagne, like it lifts it up. We get that coffee, a little bit of orange.
It's like a reverse mimosa, It's like
it's a dark mimosa.
Because I am someone that I drink coffee. I drink a lot of coffee in the mornings, and if I go to breakfast, I'm gonna drink a lot of coffee. Or if I go to brunch, I like having a mimosa and having a coffee. It's kind of a lot, right? So I like this, like it's like almost like the perfect combination. Like this would be perfect to have like with brunch.
Would you have coffee this with brunch, or would you have it in the evening?
I think this would be a great brunch drink, honestly.
Right.
Like, I mean, champagne, because the champagne in this it's.
What would you get for, like, what would you pair, would you order for food if you ordered this beverage at brunch? Or are you even much of like how do you feel about breakfast food?
Love it. I'm gonna say, because again, it's the champagne in this is very like forward, and it like the other flavors are rich in it, but the champagne is like the heaviest part, right? And it tastes like the taste of champagne is very like distinct. and in that sense, it's like, almost like not like. But you know how that kind of like not heartburn feeling, but so if you like pair it with like bacon and eggs and stuff, it might be like a lot. Like you might want to take some Tums after because it might be a lot.
Yeah.
But like almost like maybe like a biscuits and gravy it would pair with. Is that what you thought too?
Yeah, I was thinking like this is like a dark kind of like a bit of a heavier kind of drink. So I was thinking just like short stack pancakes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely something more doughy, more
Starchy.
milky would pair better with this than something like very sodium heavy, right? Does that make sense? Is that correct?
I think so. I'm not a food guy. I'm barely a drink guy. But it sounds right to me.
And to confirm, Scott, yes, it's a positive verdict. It is like I know we're kind of expounding on it, but it is very good.
I like this.
It's
one.
very solid.
Definitely gonna make another one after a while.
I just like keep like wanting to like keep like I don't know. It's like a taste that you're wanting to like savor all the notes in it, and it's just like. I don't know. It's hard not to just keep wanting. Okay, like I want to get another sip of that.
Keep them coming.
Keep them coming. So yes, I'll have to pace myself on it.
We've got plenty of champagne.
All right, terrific. But hey, it's the thing about champagne. It goes so much faster.
It's always way too much.
Yeah.
For just
no, like
two people.
No, that's I have the opposite problem. Like it just there's never enough champagne. It just always like it's gone. It just bubbles, fizzes away. But I think this is it's also got like an old timey feel, so it's gonna pair perfectly. It's gonna put us in the mood for this old dark house film.
Anything with an orange peel.
Yeah, that's true.
The added benefit to including that in one of these recipes.
It does feel classy, doesn't it?
It feels classy, but also now I've got an orange to eat here.
Oh, look at you!
Okay. And also, my hands smell like oranges.
Well, that is nice.
Always love.
That is always.
I might like that, like having my hands like zested, more than even eating the orange.
Just the smell of the orange. I don't even need to eat it. Oh my god. No, I think it's transporting us in time already, back in time. So
whoa.
Oh, I'm in this old dark house. It's so old. And dark.
Is it 1932?
It is. And so we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. This is, again, I think it's gonna lean more comedy heavy, and the two leads, ZaSu Pitts and James Gleason, are the reason why. But we'll talk more about them later. Also, the writer we'll get into later. We're familiar with some of his work, and it's got a lot of different character actors that. In a lot of Poverty Row movies, some studio movies, so we'll see some familiar faces tonight. So it's gonna be fun. And I think just one fun fact I want to get into before the movie starts. Apparently, this was actually the first feature film ever shown on television, ever broadcast on television. Huh. Actually, the year after the movie came out in 1933, it was shown on television in Los Angeles, this experimental station from Don Lee Broadcasting System, March 10th, 1933.
This will never work. You think people are going to sit in front of their TV for a whole hour?
Well, guess what? It only went to about a half a dozen receiving sets in the Los Angeles area.
Wow. Yeah.
So it wasn't a huge broadcast by any means. And to me, this is the best part. You think now we're kind of spoiled. Most of you are probably sitting in your homes watching this on your big old TV in 1080p HD resolution. 1080p, 1080 pixels, right? That's what the P, I believe, stands for. That's the resolution, right? I don't know if that's lines of resolution. However, TV worked this time. It was broadcasting in 80-line resolution. So you think about the thousands of like things of information that help make this in high quality and reduce it down to 80. And that's the kind of broadcast quality that we're talking about, 1933 television world. So
we're gonna be viewing this film through a pane of frosted glass.
Yeah. No. Luckily, we're not watching the original 80-line resolution version. Although I could have tried to make that and see what that looked like. That would have been interesting. We're gonna watch it just like they did back in 1933. The 6 people that got to see it on television. So yeah, I thought that was a fun fact. Oh, you're right, Sears. P is progressive and I is interlaced. Like, if you ever saw I and P, I stands for interlaced, P is progressive.
Technology, man.
Yeah. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. It's about to get into a mystery of our own. Anything else before we get into it tonight, Evan?
I could really go for some brunch.
Oh,
Can you have
God.
brunch at night? What is that? I mean, that's just breakfast for dinner, right?
That's just breakfast for. Well, when you imbibe at night, it's only natural on some occasions to find yourself in an IHOP, in a Waffle House, after having indulged and
why those exist.
Late night breakfast food. It can be a great late night snack.
Do you think they'd serve me a cold dark souse if I went to Waffle House?
Oh God, that's what I'm saying. This is a like drink menu item like worthy. This is a menu item worthy like drink. I think like.
They could sell this at Waffle House.
I'm sure some people do have some kind of variation like this, but like, if they don't, I think they're missing out because I can't get over it. I really like.
Those people were right. The black velvet, pretty darn, it's good. And I mean, my variation on it. I mean, I don't know. I haven't had a black velvet, but sure do like this one.
Yeah. It is delicious. And yeah, old radios. Of course, you would know about the ins and outs of this equipment. When this was broadcast, it was like a mechanical spinning disc. I don't know. I couldn't actually tell you how it worked, but I did like glance over it today, and that was like what the TV looked like. It was this disc. And then there was
CD?
it was like more like record size, maybe a little bigger. But then there was like a screen like in the middle of it that was like little. Dude, it did. I don't know how it works. I have no clue. I'm sure old radios could probably explain it, but the early days. So that's pretty wild. Yeah, God. As much as I would love some breakfast food right now, I think we've already learned that snacks on this show are difficult because at a certain point we're just in our mics and we know it's uncomfortable for you guys, but we don't feel good about it either. So we
could live stream from Waffle House.
We could, we'll do it after party stream live from Waffle House. Yeah, it's gonna get crazy. Well, on that note, we're gonna go ahead and get into the exciting beginning of the Crooked Circle right now.
Have we seen anything with James Gleason? His name seems familiar to me for some reason.
We have not. I'm trying to remember if we talked. I might have talked about him before. Can't remember off the top of my head, but we'll get into him. But he was a really popular character actor, comedic actor, but I don't think we've seen him in anything here. But some of these other people we have seen a few times. We'll dig into those when they pop up. And then some that are in some more famous things. Okay, off to a good start. Hey, all right, camera movement.
Circle will rise. To do for each other, to avenge any brother, a fight to the knife and the knife to the hilt. A brother now languishes in prison through the instrumentality of one Colonel Theodore Walters, the guiding spirit of the Sphinx Club, that band of amateur criminologists who have made the mistake of tampering with the circle. I submit to you the name of Theodore Walters. What is your verdict? Death. So be it. The drawing will proceed.
Oh, cards. Cool.
It.
It is fitting that the honor should go to the only woman member of the circle. I congratulate you. Tonight, by a means already devised, you will execute the sentence of death on Theodore Walters, and may the luck of the circle be with you. To do for each other, to avenge any brother, a fight to the knife and the knife to the hilt.
Okay.
I say, what a charming creature. And what gorgeous eyes she has.
The better to keep track of Brand with, my dear. I say, Brand, it strikes me you're being a bit selfish with her. How about it, fellow members of the Sphinx Club? All in favor of forcing Brand to introduce us to his fiancée, say aye.
Aye. There, you fellows trying to rib me? You forget it's only 2 weeks since I met Miss Parker.
Well, marry in haste and repent at Reno.
Right. 2 weeks ago, he was perfectly normal. He couldn't have been torn away from
That's
us.
cool, old radios.
And
I would love to
drama
live
and Bluey.
old house.
You announced he's going to resign from the Sphinx Club and do the Middle Isle stuff. Really, old chap, I don't know how we shall carry on without you.
Well, maybe this doesn't put our little Sphinx Club on the map.
It certainly does. Everybody's talking about it. You know, the Secret Service has been on this case for months. Well, look who they are, look who we are. Say, by the way, did you know that Colonel Wallace was going to propose Brand's successor tonight? Well, that's interesting. Did he tell you anything about him? No, nothing except that he's a Hindu.
A Hindu?
My word, I hope it's not Gandhi.
Well, I see the club has its heads together.
Hello, Colonel. All right.
Some deep problem?
We were just talking about my successor in the club.
Well, he may succeed you, Brand, but he will never supplant you.
Thanks, Colonel.
But I'm sure you'll find this gentleman from India well qualified for membership. I asked him to meet us here.
Good. Rankin, we're expecting a Mr.
Uganda.
Mr. Uganda. Show him in here as soon as he arrives.
Yes, sir.
Say, by the way, Colonel, when do you expect to occupy your new home?
Tonight for the first time. But Melody Manor is not new. In fact, it's one of the oldest houses on Long Island.
You know, I love those old mansions. They always have such interesting legends.
Whoa, man, right in it. All right. Sweet.
A lot of movement.
Yeah, definitely more than we're used to with these old dark houses.
Ain't scared, are ya?
Oh, no!
Don't be afeard. Everybody around here knows me. I'm old Dan.
Well, I'm Nora Rafferty.
Rafferty, please go away, won't you?
Why, I just come around here to cheer you up. Better save all that shivering for when the real thing happens.
The real thing?
Sure. Sit right down. We might as well be neighborly. Ever hear about Richard Gleason's ghost?
Oh, no.
Just random guys just come in
around
and
this house for years.
confused.
Ever hear how this place got the name of Melody Manor?
No.
And I'll tell you. Some 50 years ago, this house was owned by Dr. Travers Gleason. He was murdered.
Oh.
Sitting right where you are sitting. He had a wife and a son, Richard Gleason. This boy was in love with the little girl down the road. And every night he'd go up the attic window and play a certain melody on his violin. It was his way of saying good night to her. And now comes Grayson's ghost.
And now goes Nora Rafferty.
One night, when young Grayson was playing his violin, the girl didn't appear. She had run away with a fella from the city. Some say Grayson went crazy. Some say that he wandered away. Anyhow, he was never seen again.
Mr. Uganda.
Oh, Uganda?
We're cutting
This is
between
Randolph.
these two places. It's
I'm pleased indeed. I'm glad to know you, sir. May I present Mr. Carter?
no
How do you do?
establishing
Mr. Graham?
shots to like
How are
mark
you?
the,
And Mr. Waddle. It's a pleasure, I'm sure.
the
All
passage
members
of time
the
or
Sphinx
anything
Club.
like that.
I'm honored indeed. Your recent achievements will be a brilliant addition to the annals of criminology. Annals of all like the Toreador. Yes, Rankin? For you, Colonel Walters.
For me? Oh, thank you, Rankin. Pardon me.
We got a lot of ground to cover here.
Whoa, cool.
Rankin.
Sir?
Who gave you this?
A gentleman, sir. I asked him if there was to be an answer, and he said that you would know the answer.
Oh. Take a look at that, Brand.
What do you suppose this means?
It means that I've been marked for death by the Crooked Circle.
Pardon me, may I see that message?
Evil is on the way. I get the impression of a knot. Is it a rope? A rope? Can it be a noose? No, it's not a noose. I have it. It's a string. Yes, it is a string. Gentlemen, evil is on the way. And it's tied with a string.
A string?
A
Can't you be a little
string?
more definite?
No, I'm sorry, but not at the moment.
Mr. Uganda has an uncanny faculty for seeing into the future.
Tonight, of all nights, Colonel Walters, you will require protection.
I appreciate your interest, but I'm sure it's all just a bluff.
Well, nevertheless, we're going to Melody Manor with you tonight.
Mr. Osmond, please.
Pardon.
Yes, Rankin? Miss Parker is here, sir. Miss Parker? Here?
Yes, Parker.
Yes, sir. I've shown her into the library. She says it's urgent. Excuse me, gentlemen.
Brand,
Thelma, dear. What is it? Has anything happened?
not so loud. Brand, where are you going tonight?
Why, to Colonel Walters' place, Melody Manor.
You mustn't.
Why not?
For your sake and mine, promise me that you won't go there tonight.
Thelma, I don't understand. What do you mean?
I mean that if you love me, you'll do as I say.
Why, of course I love you, but surely you must have some reason.
I have. You promised to resign from the Sphinx Club, didn't you? Well, I want you to do it now.
Get
impossible.
out of the club.
I've got to stand by Colonel Walters tonight. His life's been threatened.
Yes, I know it.
I trust you will pardon this intrusion. I was seeking the telephone.
Oh, that's quite all right. Miss Parker, may I present Mr. Uganda?
I'm honored indeed.
I do.
Mr. Uganda is going to be my successor in the Sphinx Club.
Mr. Truesdale on the phone, sir.
Oh, pardon me, my attorney.
Yes, here's no music at all.
What is it, Truesdale?
Oh, pardon the deception, but this is not Truesdale.
Then who in the devil is it?
One who would suggest that a woman's advice is sometimes good.
Say, what the deuce?
Now, you assured me
What
that you
deuce?
carried out your instructions.
So the guy he was talking to on the
part of it?
phone was Robert Fraser, who we know most recently
Walters
as
is in
Dr. Gironda from the
Yes, I
Clutching
know.
Hand.
What is
This
to be done
is
must be done tonight.
4 years before
The
that.
slightest mistake
Same
will
year that
prove
he
more
was in
dangerous.
White
Remember that.
Zombie as
Oh, yes.
the guy
India is
enlisted
poetic,
Lugosi
beautiful,
to create
exquisite.
the zombie.
I was just telling Miss Parker about some of the charms of my own country.
Oh, Brand, it must be wonderful.
I'm afraid most Americans picture India as overrun by squatting gentlemen rendering flute concerts to snakes.
Well, again, I must apologize.
Oh, not at all. You wanted the telephone?
Yes.
Well, you'll find it in the hallway just to the left.
Oh, thank you.
I must run along now.
All right, darling.
Oh, Morse code. Maybe. I don't know.
At 10 o'clock.
I won't.
Yeah, does anybody speak Morse?
I wonder what's keeping the great lover. We gotta get started. I'm sorry I had to leave. What are the plans, Colonel?
Well, Kinney and Arthur are going to my apartment. They think the circle may strike there. The rest of us will go to Melody Manor now.
Well, I'm afraid I can't get out there before 11.
Well, that's all right. My execution is set for midnight. We'd wait for you, Brand, if it weren't for Nora's nerves. My housekeeper. Being alone in an old mansion after nightfall isn't one of her recreation.
Come on, Gilly. Well, good night, Brand. All right, Brian.
Many times when I pass this old house, I have seen the light in that attic window here and heard that strange melody played on his violin. And every time that melody is heard, something always happens to somebody.
Something always happens to somebody.
That's it. Young Gleason is with you tonight.
Actually,
is it?
Apparently, her comedic persona was the inspiration for the voice actress that did Olive Oil. She based the all that on ZaSu Pitts. This is ZaSu Pitts playing Nora.
All that.
So yeah, you were spot on. And the man that she's talking to, he actually played a very famous
Put up your hands.
cartoon character. We'll see if maybe you can place that.
Who are you?
The gentleman who gave you some good advice.
Then perhaps you'll be good enough to explain this unannounced visit.
Certainly. Adol Walters paid us a visit the other day. We are returning.
I'm trying to remember what Dr. Gironda was screaming whenever he lost his
Exactly.
mind.
Listen, Brandburn, you think you're going to see Thelma Parker tonight. Well, you're not.
Sounds like we're going to have company.
Hey, was you blowing a whistle?
No, I was toning up the sing.
Well, what's going on?
I seen a guy crawl up there and go in that window.
Come on, we'll get him.
Get off.
What's the idea?
Take it off. Hurry up.
What's the big idea?
But look, if I'm busted for neglected duty, it's all your fault.
So I got this guy on the left talking
Well,
is
come
James
on.
Gleason.
Put that hat on. Give me that pipe. Now put those hands up. Put them up. kind of a party is this? It's all right, officer.
This is his whole shtick. This is how he is in West movies.
Your apartment?
I seen him crawling through that window, so I runs over and crawls up after him.
D's and dims and don'ts.
Yeah, Mike come too.
I tell you, this is my apartment. This man forced me at the point of a gun to change clothes with him.
Take him away, boys. I think he's crazy.
If you allow this criminal to escape, I'll have you both dismissed.
Nonsense, officers. Take him away.
Smart. He could easily prove that's his place. Or wait, it's not his place, right?
Suppose this guy's on the level. We'll be in an awful jam.
I don't know, the plot's kind of
well, what
convoluted already.
What do you think we're going to do? Let's take them both in. Just what I was going to say. Come on. After carefully thinking the matter over, I've decided there's some doubt as to the identities, and so I'm going to run you both in.
Hey, nonsense. Just a moment. If there's any doubt in your minds, I can settle it quickly.
Yeah, you would hope.
Rankin, I want... Rankin!
Did you ring, sir? Will you tell these officers who is master here? Why, you are, sir.
Why, Rankin, what...
Damn.
Hey, you know who this Boyd is?
Boyd.
Never saw him before in my life.
Why, you rattlebrain!
Just what I thought. Come on, you. Come with me.
No, wait a minute, just a...
Yeah, come with Mike, too. Remember anything you say will be used against you. Hey, Sergeant, here's a high-class mug I picked up on a second-story job. Yeah, and I picked him, too. Yeah, Mike picked him, too.
Now listen, Sergeant, I demand to be heard. My name is Brand Osborne.
And my name is Sergeant Murphy. And I can't tell you how glad I am to meet you.
Well, never mind the comedy. Take me to Captain Drake. I'm a personal friend of his.
King Herod is a close personal friend of mine.
Every guy that gets pinched is a friend of the captain. Captain Drake, here's another friend of yours, sir.
Oh, hello, Captain.
Why, Brian Osborne.
This brought me in.
What does this mean? The Crimmer brought him in, sir. Mike brought him in, too, sir. Why, I... Yeah, Mike brought him in, too. I never heard of such stupidity.
Yeah, that's not the half of it. But I'm late for an appointment now, Captain. If you'll walk out with me, I'll give you the lowdown on the whole story.
Certainly, and I'm very sorry this happened, my boy.
Why did you have to come here? Oh.
At midnight, you look at the clock and listen. 50 years ago, it struck 13, and old Mr. Grayson was found dead. Again it struck 13, and old Mrs. Grayson was found dead. Again it struck 13, and young Grayson ain't never been seen since. Tonight, if that clock should strike 13, beware.
Beware?
Beware.
Oh, if that clock strikes 13, I'll be more than beware. I'll be gone.
13. Beware.
What kind of clock is that?
I don't know. And that is gonna take us to our first break. Brisk, right? Brisk.
Very, yeah.
Brisk.
They're keeping a good pace on this.
Yeah. Well,
But I'm
yeah,
liking it.
Yeah.
I'm liking it so
What do you
far.
think it's for? Liking it?
I mean, yeah. Between the, I mean, these crazy characters. That the old guy, I haven't placed him yet. I don't want to.
Do you want me to tell you, or do you want to? Well, we can wait.
We'll wait.
a
Let's
little
wait.
bit.
Let's
We
wait.
can a little
But yeah, the strong opening, I would say,
Yeah.
with the crooked circle.
Yeah, seeing that group and the skull and just the camera movement and the setting, the art direction of it, all really set the atmosphere
Yeah,
well. Set it all.
Yeah, a lot of movement. It's been not static.
No.
We've seen so many of these old Dark House movies. That's kind of what I would expect.
Right. Well, they made a deliberate choice, which it's to me it's a weird choice, but it addresses exactly what you're pointing out, and that's the fact that to me it was weird the way that basically what they did was they took the scene of ZaSu Pitts and old Dan and they were intercutting it with the other stuff that was happening. Even though that was clearly just one scene, but instead they kind of cut it in there. That was a deliberate choice, and I thought that was interesting to kind of like want to build that out over everything else. It's kind of like, to me, it was a little confusing. That's why I thought it was just kind of a weird choice to break the scene up. But I do also think that it does kind of give it like a kind of a better pacing in terms of just feeling like, okay, it's moving. It's, I don't know. Like,
I think you're right. Like, I hadn't really thought about that, but you're right. We don't get that kind of like storytelling.
No, taking one scene and breaking up like the pieces of it. And it's a little like, it's kind of a little hard to like try to keep track of everything. But it's also, okay, well, we're not sitting in this one scene for 4 minutes, 5 minutes of a movie that, like, we can't have a tenth of the movie be this one scene, right? We've got to, like, spread it out. So, yeah, it helps with the pacing. So, I think that, like, definitely was a good choice. And, yeah, I think the atmosphere's there, and so far so good. And again, this was a movie made by people who were definitely into mystery and crime films, whether they had made a few before this or they would go on to make a bunch. The director, H. Bruce Humberstone, it's a great name. Apparently Lucky was his name. Lucky Humberstone.
Lucky Humberstone.
Even wilder, right?
Gosh.
Lucky Humber. Oh, sorry, Fat Fingers. Yeah, Lucky Humberstone.
Good like novel character name.
It does. He apparently started out as an actor, worked his way up into assistant directing and then directing, and ended up going on to do like I think he directed 4 Charlie Chan films. And so that was kind of his big mystery kind of cred. And also later in his career made 3 Tarzan films. So that's something. In the late 50s he did those, and did an early noir called I Wake Up Screaming. So he was kind of all around, but definitely probably best known for his Charlie Chan films. The producer William Sistrom also produced some Charlie Chan movies. He did some, there's The Saint, which was like a detective crime series. So, it's, there was a lot of detectives at this. We don't realize it, but like in the early 30s, like crime detective movies, like, let's see, okay. Charlie Chan, Philo Vance, The Saint, our lead actress ZaSu Pitts played Hildegard Withers, who was another like amateur sleuth. Perry Mason, they were making Perry Mason movies at this time. They were like, it was very popular, like the detective genre, the crime genre was like very popular in the early 30s.
It's kind of like, so when did you're talking about whoever was talking about the Marvel films,
yeah,
the idea of like the private eye, the detective, kind of like when did like superheroes really enter the like public consciousness?
Definitely 40s, 50s, between, obviously the comics, but then radio, kind of primarily, then serials, because, a lot, there's Batman, Captain America, Superman, like, these were all serials, before they were television shows. But then you had the television shows in the 50s, 60s, 70s. And that, with the comics, it was all very synergistic that way. But let's not forget that apparently the whole inspiration behind Batman, one of the earliest comics, was the Bat. And particularly the Bat Whispers, the movie that we saw the trailer for, that inspired Bob Kane in the creation of Batman. The whole, like, you saw like the winged kind of thing, like figure moving around, like apparently that, and his hood has like, I think, pointed ears. That was an inspiration.
So before we get any of that,
Yeah.
though, the idea of like this popular hero, before you have the superhero, do you have the detective? Is that
I think so. Yeah,
filling the same kind of niche?
I think so. I think obviously just superhero leans more into the fantastic, and
And
the abilities
it's not like detective stories went away
right.
by any means.
No, but obviously you're right. Like superheroes kind of took over, but it is funny that there's an antecedent in superheroes in that world to old Dark House movies.
Yeah.
Because the Bat was like just kind of the most famous. It started as a play. It was very famous. A version was made in 1926. The version we saw the trailer for in the beginning, that was filmed in 1930, which means now it's public domain. We'll get to watch it. It's actually one of the earliest movies in widescreen. And they do a lot of like crazy camera movements, a lot of like great cinematography in that film. And actually the art director for the Bat Whispers was the art director for this film. So, we've seen some good art directing, set design stuff. And that was Paul Crowley. So he obviously had experience with the Bat Whispers, but yeah, so there's a through line with all these things between old Dark House films, detective films, and then superhero movies. You're rightly identifying a kind of like through line between all these.
And thank you, Scott. Sherlock Holmes, of course.
Right, 100%.
The name.
But you're right, like, but he's that, like, in a way,
He's kind of
a superhero, right?
In
like
a way. He's like
larger
a super
than
detective.
Yeah, he's larger than life, right?
Wasn't that what they called Craig Kennedy, the super detective?
Oh yeah, super detective Craig Kennedy.
Yeah.
I don't know that he was quite as super as they would have liked to have thought, but yeah, it's funny we've seen Dr. Zoranda, but so yeah, there was a pedigree here, and with that being very popular, and you had people that either were involved or go on to be involved in more crime and mystery films. So it's just interesting to kind of see all these people coming together for an old Dark House movie at a time where it was kind of like peaking. We'll talk about that later. But the other kind of pedigree to all this that's in here is the writer of the film, Ralph Spence. And Ralph Spence is probably more famous as a playwright. He wrote the play for an old Dark House spoof, kind of like meant to spoof the Bat, which in itself was kind of a little spoofy anyway. But he made this play entitled The Gorilla, which
I knew that name sounded familiar.
Right, we've heard the name Ralph Spence before. Yes, because he wrote The Gorilla, which actually that had been adapted in 1927. Maybe again in 1930. It was adapted a few times before the Ritz Brothers Bela Lugosi version that we saw from 1939. Great film. That was in our Old Dark House triple feature the other week. And I love The Gorilla. It's ridiculous. That's actually one of the trailers we'll be seeing during our break. But that was the thing. You had the Bat, you had the Gorilla, you had the Cat and the Canary. All of these Old Dark House films kind of like, or a good amount of them leaned into the identity of the killer being some kind of animal or some kind of, creature, and played around with that trope. That was just like a popular trope at that time. So it was a VMD. Welcome, VMD. Good to see you. So he wrote the play that's based off of, or that the movie was based off of, and he wrote the screenplay here. Another play that he wrote that was kind of in the same Old Dark House genre, very similar to The Gorilla, is entitled Shh, the Octopus.
The Octopus?
Shh, the Octopus. Shh, the Octopus. And I do that because it's SH exclamation point the octopus. So I think the exclamation point is like a shh, the octopus.
Like quick.
Yeah.
Short.
Shh,
Not a shh.
No.
It's
Shh, the octopus. Yeah, if it was longer, you'd have multiple H's, right? But that's actually the first trailer that we're gonna see during our break. That film was released in 1937. The Gorilla came 2 years later. But the film version of the Octopus is, I think it also takes from The Gorilla as well. So it's kind of like a combo of his two plays. That film is very acclaimed for a transformation sequence where this old housekeeper like turns into a witch and just like in one unbroken shot she like pulls off a wig and she's,
I think I've seen
you've probably seen it on social
that,
media.
That clip, it circulates.
It's a
around.
clip that circulates a lot, and that's from the Octopus. And it was done through like lighting gels and makeup. Like they would use different shades of makeup, and with certain gels the makeup was undetectable, but then when you once you put the gels in or took the gels out, then those colors, that makeup would become perceptible.
It's very clever.
So it's right.
Great,
it looks great. That technique was used on another movie we'll be talking about later, seeing the trailer for later, from the same year as this film. But yeah, it's funny that Ralph Spence, again, kind of operated in the genre pretty successfully and had his work adapted for a few films. So we're gonna see two of those, the trailers for The Octopus and The Gorilla. Again, the trailer from us here at Scream Stream. It's a trailer that we cut because there is no trailer for it. So I said challenge accepted. So we're gonna make it look. Make it look good. I kind of want to go back and re-edit it, make it look even more closer, because I think I can. But it's good. I'm glad we have it. So we're gonna get these two trailers, and when we come back, we're gonna get to the exciting middle of the Crooked Circle. So stick around. We'll be right back.
We're going to get to the bottom of this.
The bottom of the lighthouse. That's where it is.
That's where what is?
The octopus.
The octopus? Terrible neighbors around here. Oh, wait a minute. I'm a married man. Stick them up, Mr. Octopus, or I'll blow your brains out.
Just a little low for my brains, don't you think?
Hey, no wisecracks. The octopus. Oh, hit me, Dempsey, kick me, will you? Here. Oh, I know I'm here, and I know this is happening, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Tell me what happened. Come on, you can't die on me now.
Whiskey. Give him some whiskey.
Who's got the whiskey? Who's got the whiskey? No one goes up in them stairs of fools. Now, wait a minute, Hook. I'm in charge here. The one in charge here.
breaks puny policemen like you into bits. He rips their tongues out.
Hey, just a moment. You can't talk that way about my pal Dempsey. No, put that gun down or I'll... Halligan, Mulligan, Garrity.
Go away.
How do you spell gorilla? 2 R's or 2 L's? Gorilla. G-O-R-G-G-G-O! Just sit tight, Mr. Stevens. The gorilla will get you over our dead bodies. Dead bodies.
And we are back. So that was the trailers for The Octopus and The Gorilla, both based on plays by Ralph Spence, so our screenwriter for tonight.
Have you seen The Octopus?
I have not. I've put it on before, but then not paid attention, and so I definitely need to sit down and watch it. But it definitely
Does it have a real octopus? Like, yeah, is it like the gorilla where there's a gorilla on the loose? There's an
I think it might do because it takes place at a lighthouse, like an old,
Okay.
so like instead of an old dark house, it's an old dark
the octopus
lighthouse.
might get you.
Yeah. So I mean, it looks and seems really cool. It's a studio movie, so there's like money to the budget. So that's interesting. But yeah, it's one of those I gotta check out. I gotta actually watch from beginning to end. But again, very heavily comedic, and that's why I think as we get into this, I think we'll see more comedy. But clearly, ZaSu Pitts is, again, already made the comparison to Olive Oil, but her whole comedic style was as kind of flighty spinster, and this was like at the height of her fame. Basically, she was making a lot of like short, like one reel comedies with like Hal Roach, who did The Little Rascals, and then Who Killed Doc Robin, which we saw, I guess, last year, maybe around this time. But she was making a bunch of comedies and like a comedy team, and kind of like that was trying to be like the female Laurel and Hardy. So she was like very famous as a comedian, but she also she had started acting in the silent era, and she did play dramatic roles, and her most famous role is in the film Greed from Erich von Stroheim, which is insane because it originally clocked in at 7.5 hours. And I think I've mentioned that there was a really long movie that I thought about showing because it's technically public domain, and it's very like kind of expressionistic, and that's Greed. Greed. And ZaSu Pitts she's the lead actress, and the director von Stroheim said she was the most gifted like dramatic actress, but she in the years following continued to do comedy, and so became primarily known for comedy to the point where she was in the 1930 film version of All Quiet on the Western Front, which went on to win like an Academy Award for Best Picture, like it's an acclaimed movie. But she played this like mother character, but apparently in like preview screenings, the audience was like laughing at her. And so they replaced her and like refilmed her scenes with another
That's
actor.
what that story really needs, is a little bit of levity.
Yeah, well,
we need some comic relief.
And she's like playing like a sick old mother in bed, and people are like laughing, and it's like, okay, like, you know, sometimes the public just develops an image of actors, and that's, you know, all that they see. And again, there's other actors like that in here. And again, I can keep the identity of or the character that old Dan played a secret if you want me to.
Yeah, at least through this maybe at the next break, if I can't get it. I can't place it.
It may be really hard just because
I'm trying to think of like what like would even okay, give me a hint.
It's an animated film.
From when?
See, the thing is, you won't even realize this is that old, but it's from 1940. I'll say this: it's a popular Disney animated film.
Okay.
And he plays a. If I say this, that'll give it away. I'll just say he plays a character that he's a German man, and you saw him earlier. He's got a German accent. The character he plays is not German.
Okay.
And so it's another nationality. So I'll just leave it there, because I've got one that if I told you this, if I gave you this hint, you'd get it right away, I think. But so I won't. But just be thinking about it. But yeah, it's and again, you know, there's been other actors in here. The actor playing Colonel Walters, who's the head of the Sphinx Club, who apparently is targeted for murder, right? That's the whole thing, right? He's being targeted for murder, so him and the other members of his club are like staking it out. Like they're waiting for it.
They're flipping the script.
Right, they're having a murder party. Someone's gonna murder me? All right, boys, let's have a party. I feel like there's a slasher that does that. Maybe one of the Screams or something. It's like, oh, killer's coming, let's have a party. Like, it's like actually, yeah. I guess Scream. I guess it's Scream that does that. The killer's on the loose and they have a party. I mean, I love it.
Well, the killer can't stab all of us.
Right.
There's
Exactly.
Safety in numbers.
They wish. Yeah, so but Colonel Walters, Burton Churchill's the actor. He's most famous for the movie Stagecoach from 1939. He played the corrupt businessman Gatewood, who's like, he's like just being a dickhead the whole time. It's like six people trapped in a stagecoach together, like having to deal with all these problems, and he's just like the meanest, the worst. But you find out he's committed a crime. He's trying to take off with all the money from the bank, and his whole businessman ethos is very, in his lines, he has lines that, the way they talk about it, it's all very evocative of a certain prominent businessman turned president who will remain nameless, but it's interesting. So but he usually plays these very kind of pompous, like business type people. So I'm interested to see, is he's just going to get disposed of pretty quick. They said a wire, right? So you think he's going to get strangled with a wire?
Of a piano wire garrote?
Maybe, quite possibly. We'll find out. But yeah, that's where we left off, is that the Sphinx Club members were arriving at Melody Manor. Which is called Melody Manor because apparently the murdered ghost of the owner plays a melody on his violin and haunts the place. So, hey, I'm here for it. It's a good setup. So
it rolls off the tongue a little bit better than violin manor.
Yeah, it's true. It's harsh. Anything before we get into the exciting middle ever?
It's Mickey Mouse, isn't it?
No, no, but you're on the right track in terms of the company. Did I already say?
Yeah,
I said Disney. I did say Disney. Again, it's a movie. It's a movie. So keep a feature-length film. So keep that in mind too.
I'm not gonna get it.
You're not gonna. Well, we'll give you a little bit. We'll give you a little bit. We'll find out. So on that note, we're gonna go ahead and get into the exciting middle of the Crooked Circle. Right now.
Oh, Mr. Walters.
Well, gentlemen, here we are.
Hello, Nora. Well, you certainly got what you wanted. As old as the hills and as isolated as an igloo.
No doubt filled with fragrant memories and traditions of a dead past.
Come along. I'm anxious to show you the place.
Oh, I'm sorry you got a headache, sir. Shall I get you a bromo's ulcer?
Got him. Ooh, okay.
What do you think of it, Mr. Uganda?
Oh, please keep away from that clock, mister. And please, Colonel Walters, get out of that chair.
Nora, what's the matter with you?
Well, there's a ghost in the house, and he plays the violin. And when he does, something always happens to somebody.
Where did you get all this rot?
A queer old man dropped in to cheer me up.
Oh, Miss Parker's apartment?
Dot, dot.
Oh, hello, Margaret. Call Miss Parker, please.
What's that edit?
Well, I'm sorry Miss Parker isn't here, sir.
But I had an appointment with her at 10 o'clock. Well, where did she go?
Well, I really shouldn't say, sir, but she did mention something about a Melody Manor.
What's that? You heard her say Melody Manor?
Why is she going?
And every time the ghost plays that violin, something always happens to somebody.
Don't be silly, Nora. Ghosts are a myth.
Yes, sir, but maybe this one doesn't know it's one.
Nora, you know what a myth is?
Yes, sir. A female moth.
Run along, Nora, and open the door.
Oh.
I'm afraid Nora doesn't show enthusiasm for Melody Manor.
What do you make of her story, Uganda?
Evil is on the way.
There's a man at the door to see you, sir. Says he's a neighbor, but he looks like a myth.
Send him in, Nora.
Oh.
How do you do, sir?
How do you do?
I live in the little house at the foot of the hill. And I brought you these.
Oh, thanks. I'm very fond of tomatoes.
Are you, sir? I'm so glad.
My name is Walters. To whom am I indebted for this gift?
They call me Harmon the Hermit. But no one ever sees me. I'm too slick for 'em. Yes, sir.
Where did this David Lynch
Yeah,
character
now,
come from?
I always visit the folks in this house the first night.
This guy's been the black.
No telling how long they'll be here.
Hey, what's he mean by that?
It ain't often folks live in this house since the Gleasons died. And I reckon there's good reason. Queer things about this house. But I ain't afraid of queer things. I ain't afraid of nothing. I hear Grayson's music. Yes, oft. Sometimes I think he plays to me. He likes me. And I like him. 'Cause he ain't people. He's a ghost. Yes, sir. He's a ghost.
Yeah? Drop in again sometime.
Did they say
Evil
the
is
guy's
on
name
the
was
way.
Richard Grayson?
I think they might have, yeah. Wow,
Robin.
interesting. Wow, the connections.
Bad.
The bat.
Too slick.
what is she doing there? Sorry, is he wearing his sunglasses at night?
It's really cool. He's trying to keep the bugs out of his eyes.
I guess. Whoa. Oh my god! Turn on your siren, dude. Go get him. Jesus Christ.
I guess that's Brand. Harry, if you don't mind.
Certainly. Oh, here you are. We were down
Where's Thelma?
Huh? Say, what's eating you? Where's Thelma?
I'm sure I don't know.
She's not here?
Wait a minute, Brand. What's the matter with you?
Plenty. Half an hour after you left my apartment, I was stuck up by one of the members of the Crooked Circle. And that isn't all. For some unknown reason, Thelma begged me not to come here. And then I found that she had suddenly left the Melody Manor. Now, I've got to find her.
Yeah, what's she up to?
There's no need to worry. She will be here.
Listen, if you know anything about this...
Where's that fireman? Where's that fireman? What do you mean? What fireman? Never mind.
Bob
that
Billy,
stuff.
welcome.
Where's the guy was pointing up that road? Come on now. Which one of you guys done that ashboard pointing?
I
did. Oh, it was you. Oh, well, that's different again. I never know it was you. I didn't know it was him. The last certainly on me.
I'm liking this, loving the set design, honestly. It's pretty solid.
It is, yeah.
Thelma!
It's got a good sense of
What
scale.
is it? Hey, what is this, a nut house?
Come now, Nora, what is it?
The violin, I heard it again.
Well, did you see anything?
No, sir.
Did anything move?
Yes, sir, I did.
Well, we'll go out. Perhaps Kramer will be good enough to remain here with Nora.
I'd rather stay here.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a ghostly violin.
Diegetic.
Harry, you and I will try the attic. Mr. Uganda.
Very,
you happen to
very,
be armed?
very
Always.
spot
And I'll
on.
depend on you to watch this hallway.
It's an attic.
It's Diegetic.
So they they said this is in Long Island, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Isn't it crazy to think there were just a whole bunch of like giant like manors on Long Island? I mean, isn't that like Great Gatsby like
Yeah,
somewhere up in there?
Yeah, it's up in there. It's up in mansion country. Sure, there's just still plenty of
Probably
haunted
valuable.
mansions kicking around.
Yes,
Long
I
Island.
understand old Dr. Grayson had quite a collection at one time.
Is there a skeleton behind him?
Hey, look. Is everybody crazy around here or just a couple of you?
Don't talk. Don't talk. I heard the violin.
You heard a violin? Well, what would you do if you heard a full orchestra?
Oh, don't go away.
Ah, booga 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 booga.
Sturdy-looking chap, isn't he? I wonder who he was.
Look at the other one back
Yeah, that's
there.
what I was.
Perhaps you'd better go
What is
downstairs
that?
and
There's
join
somebody
Brad.
behind him.
That
Also, assure
shield
Nora
on
that
the
her Phantom Fiddler has gone on tour.
What is all this?
Rather a disappointment, too. I should like to make his acquaintance.
He's pointing his gun right at him. Uh-oh.
Just a can of glue.
I'll be down presently. I'm going to rummage around a while.
Oh, that's sure not to create some kind of comedic calamity.
It didn't pick it up.
Well,
like you bumped into any fiddling ghost?
I'm not looking for any fiddling ghost. I'm looking for Thelma.
Now, take it easy, old man. Be calm.
How do you expect me to be calm under circumstances like these?
By the way, didn't you say that Miss Parker was the accomplished violinist?
Why, yes, she is.
Uh-huh, that's interesting.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing at all. A very charming accomplishment playing the violin.
What a go.
Why is she sneaking? What is she up to?
Put it in the supercut.
I love when I can find shots that are like empty with no people in them, because it's like.
Oh, it's you, Gander. I thought it best that I come. It is not well that you be alone too much.
Did you hear that violin? It's right here in this room.
It was indeed.
Yeah, VMD. That's what this movie
Gander,
means.
I think perhaps we'd better join the others.
Trimmer to you.
Oh, please don't leave me here, not till after 12 o'clock anyway. Oh, did you hear anything, sir?
Not a sound. I'm very fond of music, too.
Well, if you ask me, I take this ghost stuff as a lot of hooey.
Not at all. Our ghostly friend has just entertained me in the attic.
Oh, and something always happens to somebody.
You heard that melody?
What was it?
Did you see anything?
Count them stumps.
6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13. I heard a voice. Thelma! Thelma!
Easy, Brand. What's going on?
Oh, what did I tell you? Something always happens to...
And that guy with a rag on his head.
Yeah, we'll give it a yikes. Okay.
Oh, what kind of a house is this?
It's the kind of a house I ain't gonna stay in.
Come on, let's go in here.
They were paired together for 9 movies. So.
Don't call me a step.
Oh.
You go through there and see what you can
So for
find.
all
I'll
those
meet you in a few
movies,
minutes.
that's just their whole, like, their dynamic together, right? She goes, oh, and he goes, why I oughta.
Yeah. Apparently, her appearances as Hildegard Withers didn't go over well with the fans of the Hildegard Withers stories because she was too. It was too comedic. It was too.
You're going to do exactly as I tell you.
And James Gleason was with her in the 2 movies that she did as she was paired with him. So that was, you know.
Oh, old radios. Did they say anything about eating at Joe's?
Hands up. Oh, I beg your pardon, Mr. Osborne. I did not recognize you.
Okay, I was going to say.
Uganda. What are you doing here?
Merely pursuing evil.
Talk sense. Have you seen anything of Miss Parker?
I'm sorry to report that I have not.
We've got to concentrate on finding Miss Parker. Let's go up and have a
You
talk
saw
with
that,
Colonel
right?
Walters.
That would be impossible.
A hand
Well, what do
was
you mean?
behind him, tapped him
Colonel
on the
Walters has
back, and he
disappeared.
handed a key to the
Disappeared?
hand.
When?
When the lights went out.
That's wild.
Come on,
How did
Uganda.
he not see that? Was he? Did the hand come out from the wall? That was weird.
All right, nobody in any of them rooms. Nobody any place as far as I can see.
That's not very far.
Yeah, well, if you ask me, we're all going around in a circle.
Circle right.
The Crooked Circle. They promised Colonel Walters they'd get him. I guess they did.
Well, why you tell me they threatened them? You know, them circle guys is tough babies. I wasn't born, they was quarried.
We know all about that, Trimmer. What we don't know is what happened to Colonel Walters.
Just what I... Hey. What's that?
Colonel Walters' revolver. That proves he was in this room.
Yeah?
I wonder if there are any trick doors or secret passages here.
Just what I was gonna say.
So much of this is starting to remind me of the gorilla. Like, it's because that's a line from the gorilla. I was just gonna ask you. Like, that's a like. There's just like he's like the Ritz brothers as one guy.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
And then ZaSu is Patsy Kelly, the maid in the gorilla.
Strangled with a violin string.
Your Gandhi said evil was on the way with a string. What's happened? Poor old chap. They got him after all.
It was written that evil was on the way. Didn't I say it would be tied with a string?
Trimmer, get the coroner.
No, don't do that.
Why not?
Well, it would be better to continue the search for Miss Parker without interference.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm an officer of the law. Don't overlook that fact.
Say, by the way, Bram, before you got here tonight, a queer-acting hunchback brought in a basket of tomatoes.
That's strange. Uganda, have Nora bring in those tomatoes. Certainly, Miss Osmond.
Oh, are we gonna eat?
Now listen, Trimmer. Before this happened, Colonel Walters was in the attic. You go up there and see what you can find.
What could you find in an attic?
So you're afraid, huh? I thought so.
Oh, you think I'm yellow, huh? All right, I'll show you. Hook up in that attic.
I'm not yellow.
I'm yellow. Yellow, huh? Well, I'll show you. Well, what's the idea of interfering with an officer in discharge of his duty?
I was in a hurry.
Well, it's all right to be in a hurry, but take your time about it. And let go of that thing.
Don't leave me alone. Oh, Mr. Osborne, did you send for these?
Thank you.
Oh, what happened?
Now, Nora, you must be calm. Colonel Walters is dead.
Dead? Oh.
Come on, Nora, sit down.
Her whole shtick. Yeah, better draw your gun.
I tell you, Colonel Walters wasn't strangled.
God almighty.
Go, Nora.
Where?
Go up to the attic and stay with Primer.
But I don't like attics.
Run along, Nora. This is no place for you.
Oh, I'll say that.
If he'd been strangled, his lips and nostrils would show it. Then what do you suppose killed him? I don't know, but maybe he was poisoned. We'd better keep these for the coroner.
And that is going to take us to our second break. Moving right along, right?
Yeah.
Swiftly moving through it. What are we thinking so far, Evan?
So, I guess what I'm thinking is, having just made another one of these, I was really careful to try to not get the like massive like head on it.
It didn't seem like it had like when you first handed it to me, it looked okay, and
then it like it
fizzed up more as it's been sitting here.
Yeah, but what it really reminds me of is you remember the thing that remember when Agent Cooper and Sheriff Truman and Judge what's his name are sitting in the bar and they make it's called a Yukon Gold Rush, and it's like this except the foam is blue.
No, God, I don't remember that.
A ton of foam.
Ah, okay, that's wild. No, I don't remember that.
I don't know how I could make the foam blue. We're here to talk about movies.
Hey, it's on the mind, man.
Always.
I hear you.
Yeah, I mean we're moving right along. I feel like I've maybe I missed a little bit of the last little bit.
What do you I mean, obviously the Colonel's been murdered.
Yeah, the Colonel's been murdered and we're kind of just waiting for the next thing to happen to somebody, right?
Yeah, everybody's kind of looking around the house trying to see
one thing I was thinking about is so is this pre-code?
Yes, this is pre-code. Why do you ask?
Well, I was just trying to think, like, if this was pre-code, well, for starters, is that why it's so interesting?
Yeah. I mean, again, it is. You can't discount how much the code really pulled back where the direction that things had been moving in up to the point before the code. And
I guess it hasn't shown anything too.
No, it hasn't
graphic.
Gone racy in any way, but it just
what the code would have cut.
And the thing is, like, it's just moving faster. It's just trying to like move at a solid pace. I think they built up enough like mystery and intrigue to put the murder in the middle, where I think a lot of times with these old dark house mysteries we get the murder in the first third and then we're waiting to see if there's going to be another murder or not. Like, I think getting the murder here in the middle, it's like, okay, well, they've like they're buying themselves time to kind of see how the end is going to play out, like to not have to like kind of they're not gonna have to do too much. Like, I don't know, I think the pacing's been really good so far, and they've a few more times, like we saw in the beginning, they've done the kind of editing thing of breaking up certain scenes. So yeah, it's just moving faster. And I mean, yeah, ZaSu Pitts' routine's a little, it's kind of wearing at this point.
I feel
I'll
like
say
this whole middle section has been leaned a lot more into the comedic.
Yeah. Again, that's where I'd say it really starting to remind me so much of the Gorilla. Like, and definitely with our comedic roles being similar between the maid and then the authority figures in the Gorilla. And so we saw more of James Gleason here, and that's that's kind of his shtick in every movie is what like it's very it's. The thing is, he was really a solid actor. And I mean, I think he was nominated for an Academy Award for a film called Here Comes Mr. Jordan, which is about a guy who dies, and then when he goes to heaven, he asks for a second chance. So they put him in the body of a new person, and he has to he like has to make the guy do like right, and they ended up remaking it like a whole bunch of times. They did a version with Chris Rock, but it it was like but he's like, because I think the guy who died was like a boxer, so James Gleason plays the like his trainer who like he recontacts and he's like, you're a businessman, what do you mean you want to be a boxer? And so, and he's like, it's me, like, and he doesn't believe him. It's the whole thing. But he was also in Arsenic and Old Lace. He plays a police, I think, like a sheriff or a sergeant or something. A few other Frank Capra films as well. Meet John Doe. But one of the crazy things about James Gleason that I learned recently, and I can't remember how I learned it, because it drove me crazy when I came across this today, and I was like, wait, I know this, but why do I know this? And I couldn't find where I had found out this information before. But what I came across is the fact that James Gleason, he and his wife and his family were very, very close friends with Boris Karloff and his wife and his family. To the point where Boris Karloff was the godfather of James Gleason's son. And then James Gleason's son was the godfather to Boris Karloff's daughter.
Have you mentioned that before on the show?
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, I feel like I've mentioned this.
Is that why
But
that
like,
name
why?
stick?
That's what, right? Like, I feel like I have mentioned this or talked about this, but I can't think of anything that we've seen before with James Gleason. So the fact that the fact that it was familiar to you right away, even that, you're like, something sounds familiar there.
Somebody with a similar name, but I don't know.
No, it's, yeah. I mean, I think that could definitely be it, but I just don't know why I came, or when I'd come across that information before. But, yeah, I mean, so that was kind of a funny thing. A nice connection. Yeah, getting a little Boris Karloff connection in here. We found a way to get it in here. I mean, so James Gleason, definitely primarily a comedic actor. And then obviously, like was said, ZaSu Pitts, that was what the public perceived her as comedic actress. And I guess they liked so she's doing it a lot.
It's a funny bit back then.
It's a bit. And this was her biggest year. She made like 18 movies in 1932, or 18 films were released. That doesn't include whatever shorts she was making at this time. That's just the movies that she was in.
Gosh, that's like a movie every like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, again, you look at someone like her, like Bela Lugosi, like a lot of them kind of hit their most prolific points in the early to mid 30s. And then things kind of slowed down. I think just generally after that, because I think that Poverty Row Studios a lot of them kind of died out or consolidated between the mid 30s and the early 40s. And a lot of what we've seen from the early 40s is just from like the same 2 or 3 Poverty Row Studios, which even the company that released tonight's film eventually folded into Monogram, which was the company that released all the Bela Lugosi horror movies a lot of them that we've shown here. The Monogram 9 that Bela Lugosi did. So again, this is, very much like a Poverty Row film, but pre-code, right? Like you said, there's just something in pre-code, even though we haven't gotten anything racy, there's just kind of a different vibe to pre-code. I don't know what it is. So that's what we're going to get into with our break, is some trailers for some other pre-code horror movies. And I think one that really kind of connects pretty well to this But obviously, a much grander movie is Dr. X, which is the first trailer we're going to see for our break. Came out the same year as this, right? Dr. X is, you know, it's in color, so you just can't, you know, you can't beat it. I love Dr. X, but it's very pre-code in terms of its content. And, you know, there's a cannibalistic moon killer who's killing prostitutes, and our reporter goes into a cat house, and, you know, there's, you know, some of the victims are narcotics users. You know, there's all these things in it that are very, like, to nowadays they seem kind of small, but back then you're like, oh, like they curbed all this. They didn't like all this after a certain point. Just even these small details, you couldn't do that kind of stuff. But it's great. And I wish there was a trailer for the movie The Old Dark House, because I couldn't tell you how many times I would have shown it at this point. But obviously the movie The Old Dark House is kind of like a peak Old Dark House film. Granted, it doesn't like buy into all the tropes. Like, there's no treasure at stake or no fortune at stake. It's not, you know, a will reading, someone dies and these people got, it's more, you know, it kind of does these more unique things, but it's just such a funny, quirky film.
Well, is there a fortune in play in tonight's film? It seems like
no,
they just went to this place.
Right. It's just more like they've gathered here waiting for this guy to be murdered, and then he is murdered. But that brings up the perfect question, which I don't understand why the Crooked Circle wanted to kill the Colonel. Like, I don't know that we really got any kind of motivation, right? Are they evil? Is that just it? Or did the Colonel do something? Or do they stand to gain something from killing the Colonel? Maybe we missed that. Maybe they established that earlier. We just missed it. But it's interesting. Then the other trailer that we're going to get is actually for a triple feature of movies. Two of them are from the same year, 1932, and then one is from 35, so post-code. But it was a movie that had problems with the code because there was concern that they were kind of trending towards an incest storyline. So the three films, because it was a triple feature that was released in the 70s. So the three films are Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
That's what it was. Thank you, Scott.
What was it?
The Colonel was on to them.
Okay. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate that. But the first is for Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde from 1932. Again, that's actually the other movie where they use that same transformation technique of using makeup and gels to achieve a transformation. Great film. The actor won an Academy Award. That was like one of the first times and one of the few times that an actor won an Academy Award for a performance in a horror movie. He had to share it, actually. It was a tie, believe it or not. But hey, he still won it. So, but it's that, and then The Mask of Fu Manchu from 1932 with Boris Karloff as Fu Manchu. It looks like a great horror movie, but it is Boris Karloff as Fu Manchu. And again, that's just the inherent problem, really, with any Fu Manchu, Charlie Chan. They're all white guys in bad makeup. Even Boris Karloff had Mr. Wong. He did 4 movies as Mr. Wong. For whatever reason, this was just, something that if you're a good enough European actor, they thought you could play whatever. So, it's still like a striking movie, and it's from 1932, and it's definitely pre-code. It's kind of like, it's just a little, I don't know, but it's racist for sure. And it just Fu Manchu inherently was. It's no matter what you want to say. It's interesting, but it's. And then the third film is Mark of the Vampire with Bela Lugosi, from the same director that did the 13th the 13th Chair, which we saw with Lugosi last season. And that is, Lugosi plays a vampire who he and his vampire daughter are like stalking around, but there was a concern that the way the storyline was going that him and his vampire daughter, were in some kind of incestuous relationship.
Oh.
So it had to be like they had to cut the backstory. It was a whole thing. So that's the code. So this trailer gives a good contrast of the, but in all three, it's just amazing visuals. Great examples of early 1930s horror. So we're going to see the trailer for Dr. X and for this triple feature of all MGM. They're all MGM horror movies. And then when we come back, we're going to get into the exciting conclusion of The Crooked Circle. So stick around. We'll be right back.
I'll agree to lay off for 48 hours. But I give you my word, if you don't succeed, I'll come in here, seal every door, place everybody under technical arrest, take fingerprints, conduct a rigid inspection. I don't care if the whole world knows it. There have been 6 murders committed all in the same circumstances. The evidence points here.
Another one.
If you only knew the things that have happened.
Are you worried about your father?
Yes, I am. Terribly.
Oh, the only thing I'm concerned about is your safety.
Say, what's the matter with you?
What's the matter with me? Nothing at all. Only all last night I lay down with a bunch of stiffs. Look at a lot of goofy guys, let a dame poke a gun in my stomach, and then I take a trick cigar from a dumb policeman.
It is my theory that one of us in the past, from dire necessity, was driven to cannibalism. The memory of that act was hammered like a nail into the mind of that man. Shrewd and brilliant. He could conceal his madness from the human eye, even from himself, but he can't conceal it from the eyes of the radio sensitivity.
Your mind is trapped in limbo, suspended between fact and superstition. You are about to witness forbidden evil as Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer opens its horror vault to release 3 macabre masterpieces. Bela Lugosi as Count Dracula, Lord High Priest of the living dead, begins a legend of fear as he claims the soul of his first victim with the Mark of the Vampire. Boris Karloff as the evil Fu Manchu, his passion for power twisting his brilliant mind as he revels in the horrors of human sacrifice and torture. Behind the mask of Fu Manchu. Frederick March as the futuristic experimenter Dr. Jekyll, using chemistry to expand his mind, delving into the taboos of the unnatural, to free the primitive, savage, murderer, Mr. Hyde, in the screen's first classic portrayal of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Bela Lugosi, Mark of the Vampire. Boris Karloff, The Mask of Fu Manchu. Frederick March. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Torture, terror, taboo, together in a triple trip to the time when terror began. Now from MGM. Three immortal horrors never seen on the little screen.
And we are back. So that was the trailers for Dr. X and then the triple feature of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Mask of Fu Manchu, and Mark of the Vampire. So,
what a triple feature. It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, no. I've seen... the only one I haven't seen is Mask of Fu Manchu. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I've never watched it all the way through. Mark of the Vampire is alright. It's got great imagery. It's from the director of Dracula, so he, it's after Dracula, so he's like upping the ante.
Is he Dracula, or is he just a different vampire?
He's a different he's a different vampire. But this is a remake of the movie London After Midnight, which was made with Lon Chaney. And, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. But if you remember when we watched The 13th Chair, you might remember we talked about Todd Browning being someone that he himself personally wasn't like a big subscriber to the supernatural being real. He, kind of debunked these things, or didn't, like the idea of people who are using tricks, who are using using illusion to kind of fool people. And, that's what, because it 13th Chair dealt with a fortune teller, but she was telling everybody, I know how to con, I can tell you how to, it's one of those movies that all the vampire stuff looks great, but it's essentially just kind of a con for something else. So it's interesting. It's, again, Lugosi. It's great to see him looking like that and running around, but
it's disappointing that the vampires aren't real.
Yeah, essentially, the movie. Spoiler. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, but it's a 90-something-year-old movie. The movie ends, and this is kind of before the ending. You kind of find this out, but basically, this whole vampire story has been a ruse to trick a murderer into reenacting his own crime. And Lugosi and his daughter are just actors that have been hired to play these vampires of legend in this tiny community. And so at the end, Lugosi's hamming it up I was greater than any real vampire. And then they're making him pack his actor trunk, and they're all right, yeah, sure, whatever. I gave all of me, oh, man. And so it's good, but it's kind of silly and kind of a little sad, and, because it's come on, it's making a vampire. Why does it have to be a cop-out? But it is a good film. It's an MGM. MGM was arguably the most high quality studio in Hollywood at this time. So in MGM horror movies, they all are made by top of the line people. They all are very, although I guess actually, now that I think about it, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde that movie was released by Paramount, and then MGM bought the rights later when they made their own version of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde with Spencer Tracy, and it's awful. It's not. It's like basically a remake of that other Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but Spencer Tracy is just not a good Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde because he's Spencer Tracy and he makes sense as like a sports reporter, but not as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I guess he even makes sense as Thomas Edison. I think that's someone he played to great acclaim.
Welcome, Gypsy J.
Oh, Gypsy J's in the house. Wayne's in here. Welcome, y'all. Glad that you could join us. We're just about to get into the exciting conclusion of tonight's film, The Crooked Circle.
Yeah.
This old dark house murder mystery. And there has been a murder.
There has been a murder, and we know, I mean, we haven't really seen the killer, have we? It's just been, here's a dead body, someone killed this person. But we know that it's supposed to be a woman, right?
Wait.
Wasn't that at the very beginning when they drew the cards, the crooked circle, they're all wearing the masks, and the guy says, "Oh, how fitting that you, the only woman of our secret organization, should get the honor of..."
See, Evan, this is why you are vital to this show, because I didn't even catch that, okay?
I thought that was a cool scene.
That is
Everybody wearing their crazy hoods.
It was a great scene.
Somebody had to make those cards. They had their. I wish I could remember what they said. Something to the knife, to the hilt.
Yeah, they had a motto, right?
Yeah.
It was something like that. Something to the hilt, from the hip to the. Yeah, I don't know.
Secret organization.
It was cool. Yeah, the Crooked Circle. So
I bet they have like decoder rings.
They absolutely have decoder rings. Are you kidding me?
Oh, welcome, Alana.
Oh, Alana! Glad you could make it. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed the 3D screening of House of Wax from 1953, starring Vincent Price. That I'm so jealous that you got to do that.
Was it like Vincent Price was coming right out of your screen?
See, the big disappointment about that movie is it's early 3D, so instead of a great visual like that, it's a ping pong ball on a street. It's one of those paddle balls, and they're doing that, and it's like, whoop, I'm gonna get your eye, whoop. It's like just a performer doing a bit, and it's a little
3D.
It's a little cheesy. Yeah, that was like 3D 1950s. It's new.
Does anybody have a paddle ball? We could do that.
Yeah, but it's
gonna get you.
That's basically the whole bit. But they do have some good, like, other sequences that utilize the 3D well. It was really, I bet, Alana. We're gonna have to hear all about that. That is so awesome. But yeah, I mean, we're basically we've seen this group, the Crooked Circle, at work. Like, I think I don't want to give anything away, but. Well, that's been kind of going on in the background. Well, like Evan said, we haven't seen the murder, but there's a lot of things going on that I think I could kind of see where it's going to go, but I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to give it away. But anything else before we get into the exciting conclusion of the Crooked Circle, Evan?
Well, you know who we did not see at all during that second. The creepy old guy.
The creepy old guy from the opening the opening third. Old Dan, who told the story about this ghostly violinist that is roaming the house that has popped up. Or at least the violin playing has popped up a couple times. So
yeah, and I'm really nowhere, like, I feel like I've Having not seen how
You
the
couldn't
second
get-
part, I can't.
Well, we'll see if
No
he-
closer. To
No
figuring
closer.
This one out.
When he pops up, I'll find a good opportunity to reveal who the actor playing Old Dan, which Disney cartoon character he's best known for. So, on that note, I think without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into the Crooked Circle. The exciting conclusion of the Crooked Circle.
Into the
right,
circle.
into the circle. Right now.
Oh, Mr. Crimmer, ain't you afraid of that awful thing?
Oh, me? I should say not. I make no bones about a thing like that. Is that good or is that good?
That's okay, Alana. That was totally worth it.
Maybe we'd better be getting out of here.
Oh my god. Okay, we've seen this bit many times, I feel like now. I'm sure the East Side Kids, we saw them do this bit. I think we saw the kids from Who Killed Doc Robin doing the bit.
I love having like a scary skeleton. What?
Nice.
What's the matter with you, sir? You put that thing away. Now, what is it?
It feels so like passe
What do you-
nowadays.
Don't do that.
But
Come
there's
here.
a-
Talk
yeah,
to me.
there's just a
Come here.
simple
Now, come on, old man. Now,
effect
take it easy.
with
What
this.
is it? What is it? Now, wait a minute. Now, what is it? Now, shh. Now, let's start it all over again.
Kids, Snips Clips, good to see you. Welcome,
You heard that
welcome.
melody.
What's the matter? I was chased by the ghost himself.
You sit down, old man. Sit down.
Yes, Wayne, ZaSu Pitts, as we learned.
more
It's pronounced ZaSu.
You've got the niftiest
Say
case of heebie-jeebies I've seen in a long time. Nerves are tricky things, but a trunk of this makes a person...
I love that. We
Yes.
haven't seen that. That almost makes up for the lack
Trapper
of
chair.
painting eyes that we haven't seen.
Yeah, with the shoot into the. Wow.
Brand.
Cool.
Brand. What's the matter? Come here, quickly. The strangest thing that just happened? Crimmer disappeared.
What do you mean?
He was sitting in that chair. I turned to pour him a drink like this, then I turned to
You
give
just
it
need
to
to
him,
find the
and he was
bookcase
gone.
that
Well, then what happened? I took the drink myself.
Turns around.
This is terrible. Shouldn't we look for Mr. Crimmer?
We might as well.
This
We're
just
looking for
reminded
everybody
me of
else.
the gorilla
Harry,
again.
Harry, you run along. I've got to think it over.
Now, keep hold of yourself, old man. Keep hold of yourself. Come on, Nora. We'll try the rear of the house.
Genre fiction.
Yeah, VMD. I think I saw the skeleton bit in Little Rascals as well. I think that's also what I vividly remember. I think that's Spooky Hooky that they do that, or it's one of the school ones.
Died of fright.
That was not Spooky. Which one is it? Murder.
Murder.
Could you imagine
Wow.
having that on?
Murder, not.
Everybody's got to know.
Oh, you frightened me.
Well, you didn't do me much good either. What's the matter? Some mug making you walk home?
No. I was taking a shortcut. My car broke down.
Yeah? Well, it sounds phony to me. I ought to put you under arrest, only I got a murder on me hands.
A murder? Who was
Moida.
A guy named Colonel Wallace.
Oh,
Wait a second.
I see.
What happens if this guy
Yeah,
eats a
well,
can of
I wish
spinach?
I did. Well, come on, sister. You better beat it.
All right, Captain. Good night.
Good night.
Okay, Alana, perfect. We're gonna make it happen. That's so awesome.
Please put on your 3D glasses now.
Thank you, Sears. Appreciate it, sir.
thought
Put up
you
your
were
hand. Well, well. This is a pleasure. Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
Oh, is that? Yeah. Dr.
What do you
Geronimo.
intend to do?
First, I'm going to call for reinforcements. Then you're going to lead me to Thelma Parker? Or else?
Did you ring, sir?
Yeah.
Rankin. Yes, sir. Rankin, what are you doing here?
Who rang, sir?
You know this man, Rankin.
I never saw him before in my life.
Well, that's exactly what you said about me this afternoon in my apartment.
That chair always gets me, dude. I love it. It happens so fast.
What kind of business is this?
So the butler Rankin is actor Frank Riker, who was probably best known as the captain in the original King Kong, the ship captain that takes everybody out to the island. But he was in a lot of Universal horror movies, Invisible Ray, Night Monster, 2 Mummy movies, House of
The last
Frankenstein.
time I saw Mr. Krimmer, he acted
So
kind
did
of
the
funny.
butler did do
Oh,
it?
do you think that his mind might be wandering?
Well, don't
He's
worry,
heavily
his mind
involved.
couldn't wander very far.
Oh! Oh! It's Mr. Krimmer. Where did I hit him? Oh, where did I hit him?
On the head, fortunately.
Oh.
Come
Oh,
on,
did I
Krimmer.
hurt you,
Come.
Mr. Krimmer?
Now, take it easy, old man. Take it easy. You're all right.
Bet your life I'm all right. Who is this woman?
It's me.
A very charming person when you come to know her well.
They've never really established like who she is. Is she the maid for the colonel?
Something always happens to somebody.
Brand, come out of it, old. Come on.
Oh, now 2 of us are dead. Oh.
Oh.
She's just here to be worried.
I mean, again, that was Patsy Kelly and the gorilla. It's like, that's the only
You had a
function.
narrow escape.
I came face to face with a policeman.
Did he suspect you?
Oh, he suspects everybody.
No, I'll take care of him. Did Rankin arrive?
Yes, about 30 minutes ago.
Good. Now, what are the plans?
Meeting's called for 1:15.
1:15. Well, you just have time enough to make it. Now, here. Here is the ring. You sure you'll go through with it?
Yes. I haven't forgotten my oath. You can depend on me.
And you can depend on me.
So I rang for Nora, and who do you suppose answered the bell?
Well,
I
in
guess
this house, I wouldn't
the
be
Crooked
surprised if it was
Circle
Christopher Columbus.
is coming
I
into
rang the bell,
clear
and in
view.
walked Rankin.
Rankin.
Well, can you beat that for service?
Why, my head feels like a bass drum.
Yeah, flat and empty, huh?
By the way, Krimmer, what did happen to you?
I was swinging a rolling pin, and Mr. Krimmer's head happened to come under it.
That's all right, Nora. We'll get you another rolling pin. Did anyone see that Hindu?
Yes, I saw him out of the library when the lights went up. If you ask me, I think he killed Colonel Walters.
I wouldn't say those things, Nora, if I were you, unless I had a reason.
Come to think of it, Brand, Uganda did object to calling the coroner.
Just what I was gonna say.
Krimmer, would you mind sitting in that chair for a moment?
I wouldn't sit in that chair by half a moment.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with the electric chair till I press the button.
Ah, that's a good one.
What's that?
Of course,
What are
the
we
clock
looking
is
for?
just.
You heard that shot, didn't you?
passageway.
I've met this little gun before.
Oh, look! They're graves!
Well, what'd you think they put dead people in? Balloons?
Well, I don't like graves at night.
Ah, what do you care as long as you ain't in one of them? Hey, you know, this thing is turning into a mystery.
It's worse than that. It's a nightmare. Come on, I think we all better go back to the house.
Jinkies.
We've got a mystery on our hands, gang.
Split up.
Dreary place, gentlemen.
Uganda, I believe you know more about this case than you pretend to know.
Oh, Mr. Osborne, surely you do not question my integrity.
Well, frankly, I do. In fact, I question it so strongly, I'm inclined to instruct the police officer to make your arrest.
Yeah, and he'd only have to instruct him once.
There are no facts to motivate this action, and I resent it.
Oh, you do, eh? Well, you'll either lay your cards on the table right now or be taken into custody.
Suppose I could and would lead you to Miss Parker. Would that induce you to forget my arrest?
Why, of course it would. Where is she?
Hey, wait a minute now. The law's the law, and if this guy needs arresting, he's going to get it.
I'll be responsible.
Very well. I will promise to reveal everything. Will you come with me?
All right, but look here. Remember this. If you're tricking us, it's going to be tough sledding for you.
Now, gentlemen, be as quiet as possible.
And I say Steve Brody took a chance.
Oh, I can't go in that grave.
Well, stay here then.
Well, I can't do that either.
Well, then jump up in the air and bust.
Oh.
Gentlemen, this is extremely dangerous. You wish to proceed?
What is it, like some kind of like... Oh?
Put up your hands, all of you. And don't anyone move.
Gentlemen, I want to introduce to you the Crooked Circle. Counterfeiters and thieves deluxe. First, I shall present the leader. Your faithful servant, Rankin.
Rankin. You're right, Evan. The butler did it.
I'm sorry you forced me to shoot. And here, Mr. Osborne, is an old friend.
It seems inevitable that we should meet every hour or so.
Yeah, and there's a mug you won't be meeting again for manage the year. Make a sap out of me, will you?
And here are a pair of kings, Emmanuel and Louis King.
Okay, don't know. Don't know who these guys are. We haven't seen them at all.
Miss Thelma Parker.
Thelma. I can't believe it. Look out, Sam!
I got the woman! I got the woman! Come here.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be you.
I can break your confounded neck. Come on, Harry.
That would be you.
So he... Wait. Okay. What?
Come on, Kramer.
Thought he was like legitimately
What way?
maybe a good guy, but...
Over there and line up. Come on. Hurry up.
Thelma. What's the meaning of all this? Tell me.
Not now, Brand, please.
I could give you a name-full. So your automobile breaks down, huh? Well, so does your alibi.
Who is that?
And this is Miss Yvonne Renee, the only woman member of the Crooked Circle.
We haven't even seen this woman.
The lady's ring.
Oh, yes, I've almost forgotten. Many thanks. Your ring was most necessary to our little deception.
So that actress playing that woman, Yvonne Ethel Clayton, she also was in The Whispering Shadow, played the Countess. Do you remember the Countess in The Whispering Shadow?
Mr. Osborne, I think it's time that I introduce myself.
She came in at like the back
Secret
half,
Service.
like
Yes,
the last
and Miss
6
Parker's my
chapters.
valued assistant.
Thelma,
Sounds familiar, but
you in the Secret Service?
Yes, Brand. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you before.
For the love
She's
of
in the
Pete, Brand,
secret.
Where
This,
have you been?
that's wild.
Oh, something always happens to somebody.
Come on now, which one of you guys is trying to start this thing all over again?
I'm certain it's here in this room.
Who are you? Get out. What do you want here?
I see that raising tomatoes is not your only hobby, Mr. Harmon.
Get up! Get up! Get back there, all of you! Get back of it! Let the pants off! Stick him up! Put him up!
Harry, you better stay here and help Krimmer.
I don't need no help.
Just what I was going to say. That was Uganda's voice, and I came out of this chair. This is the source of your ghostly music.
Here's the old maestro himself.
There's one of them things in every room. This is my house, and they took it away from me. And I swore I couldn't have it, no one could. And I kept them out. For years, I just played my violin. And Rankin came along and installed these things. And made it very easy. Richard Gleason's ghost.
Come on, Professor. Come on and join the orchestra. Come on.
Walter! Not too rough. Harmon's not one of the circle. He's just an eccentric old musician.
Oh, well, then will you please step over here? What over there? Do you mind?
Well, sounds like the police are coming at last.
Yeah. What?
It's all right, officer. I phoned for the patrol wagon. You may take them out.
Okay, Chief. All right, you mugs, on your way. Get going. Start it, you. Hurry up. That's all. You too.
You too.
Come on, get going. Keep on. Hello, Riley. It's seen you in years. I came too. Oh, you did, huh? Well, park down out of there and let me shoot these boys in the cage. Get in there. Get in.
And then the guy that likes to go steaming with a basket of tomatoes and started telling us that this...
Go away! You're dead! You're dead! Tell him he's dead, somebody! He don't know!
What? What?
What's
the matter with you?
He's real.
Have you all gone crazy?
Now, let me explain, Colonel Walters. Since midnight, I've held you in a state of suspended animation. We of India frequently practice it.
Well, why practice it on Colonel Walters?
Well, because I knew that the criminals would not attempt to kill a man who apparently was dead.
Well, you better come along and report to the lieutenant.
Ah, the lieutenant's got away. I got a
See,
murder
I
on
put
me
you in a
hands.
coma.
A
for
murder?
real good.
Where, in there?
Yeah.
Say, Riley says that joint's full of ghosts.
Well, Riley's right. But I ain't a friend of no ghosts.
Okay, Riley.
About this murder.
Take it away, take it away.
The Walters isn't dead, Krimmer.
He is too dead. He is too dead. Isn't he dead?
I've seen him deader.
It's all right, officer. The mystery is solved.
It may be to you, but it goes down in my book as murder. Hey,
Oh,
where you going?
I'm gonna marry the first man I meet.
Look, My name is Kremer.
Oh, Mr. Kremer. Well, something always happens to somebody.
Just what I was going to say.
Oh, my.
Really? Wow, what? I really hate that saying something always happens to somebody. I know it's supposed to be funny because it's ridiculous, but that was the Crooked Circle. What did we think, Evan?
So it ended up a little convoluted, but I like the twist there at the end.
Right. Yeah, it definitely was kind of dragging it out a little bit, but it did throw in one last twist there, although kind of negating the murder.
That's true.
Is it really a murder mystery if you find out at the end there wasn't actually a murder? I don't know.
No murder mystery.
Gonna have to ponder that, but by and large, again, just the overall look of it, the pacing, everything was pretty solid, I thought. I mean,
yeah, we had some good. You said this was like a Poverty Row flick.
Yes,
but the
right.
sets are pretty good. Like it doesn't look like it's like cheap.
It's definitely a step above your average Poverty Row murder mystery from the same time period. The sets definitely like have a very distinct design. Like it's not just they had a set that was already available to them that had already been built on a stage. Maybe this had already been built, but it was a very expressionistic, detailed mansion set. So I thought that was definitely one of the big pluses with the movie. I mean, overall, would you say that went how you would expect it, or were you maybe disappointed with the Crooked Circle's kind of lack of any kind of real initiative? Or
I guess it might have been nicer if they if everything tied together maybe a little bit more, because it's like we unmask them at the end, but we don't know who these people are, do we? They're just
right. Yeah, they're just some random criminals. They unmasked two people that we didn't even know who they even the woman in the circle is some woman we have not seen before. I don't know if maybe the movie originally was a little longer and they established those characters earlier in some scenes that were just cut. But yeah, I mean
I guess I like the idea of having this group that is trying to carry out this kill. But maybe it is a little hard when you're in an old dark house movie. So were they just there the whole time, or did they tag along to be part of this murder?
Yeah, it seems like they were all helping, or were all there to help.
Okay.
But again, that's what I'm saying is it wasn't planned very well. They didn't do a good job. And then it turns out that the whole violin ghost stuff is totally unrelated to what the Crooked Circle's doing. And we didn't even see old Dan again, which
That's
totally
true.
negated the point
Yeah.
of me hyping up, trying to figure out who old Dan was, because we didn't see him outside of one scene.
I thought he was going to be the one who was playing the violin.
I was sure he was going to tie back into all that in some way. What's the point of doing old Dan and then the other guy that's actually the guy, and old Dan was just some random dude that popped in the house for one scene?
Yeah, if
That's fucking random as shit.
If this was Scooby-Doo, it would have been old Dan.
Yeah, it would have absolutely been old Dan. Are you kidding me? He was perfect. He was underutilized. I don't understand. Maybe he was a red herring, but So you didn't really get a good chance to be able to place him.
Yeah.
So I'll give you that hint. I'll give you that
okay,
hint
so
that I felt like would give it away.
Okay. Disney movie from 1940.
Disney movie from 1940. He's a father figure. He's an Italian father figure.
Oh, it's Geppetto.
He's Geppetto.
He's Geppetto. Okay.
He was the voice actor for Geppetto, and then also the way that Disney, I think they wouldn't do rotoscoping, but they would film actors like doing the characters for the animators to be able to model that after. And so he also performed in those things as Geppetto, and then was the voice for Geppetto.
You're right. I wouldn't have. I didn't realize that Pinocchio was that old.
Was that's what I'm saying? Like, because I didn't even realize Pinocchio was from 1940. But yeah, that was. Snow White was 38, and then Pinocchio was 2 years after that. Those were his first two. And those were the first two Disney animated feature films, and
for some reason I was thinking I was getting it may have just been because of the way he was acting and the way he looked, but I was getting like a Gargamel.
Yeah, that kind. Yeah, it definitely he had a sinister
old man.
He definitely did.
I knew that that's not a Disney property.
But yeah, I mean, he did give off that kind of a vibe. But yes, Geppetto. But apparently, according to one of the animation or sequence directors, I don't know if he was the one directing the stuff that they were shooting to animate off of, but apparently he said that this actor, Christian Rubb, who played Geppetto, who we saw here as Old Dan tonight, apparently he was a Nazi sympathizer who would ramble on about the glories of Adolf Hitler, and they were just like... So in the scene where they get swallowed by the whale or whatever, they apparently were really brutal to him, kind of getting revenge on... So that's
making him voice something very strenuous.
Well, no, because remember he was modeling it, right? So I think they probably threw water at his face or something. I see. And, because that's again, they weren't rotoscoping the animation, but they were shooting even Alice in Wonderland, a lot of the classic Disney animated films, Sleeping Beauty, they would film live actors going through the motions of the characters, and then they would use that to model the animation after. But again, not rotoscoping, but
do you think Pinocchio's part of the master race?
I mean, let's not even get into the whole idea of Italy at this time, the fascism of it all. Let's not forget Italy was a fascist country at this time. And again, yeah, it's weird that this actor, he was a German actor, but then, Geppetto. Yeah. It's definitely, again, it's just always interesting. You find out about, the people behind the characters. Oh, well, all right.
I mean, it's 20th century history. It's all happening concurrently.
Exactly.
It's like the serial we're watching. That's just happening during the war.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. In the middle of World War. Well, not the middle. It's actually towards the end of World War II. But yeah, that's when that. I mean, that's the thing to think about. All the movies that came out during the war, you don't really see them as much. But there were so many movies that took place during wartime or were somehow influenced by the war. And you don't really think about that, or that's not always something that you kind of comes to mind, that even Hollywood movies are going to reflect what's going on right then in the moment. But a lot, it was popular. And yeah, Pinocchio and then Fantasia. Yeah, that's right, Scott. That was the same year, 1940. So yeah, it was. Again, this movie had a lot of different actors and a lot of different cross sections of genres and subgenres and mysteries and crimes and even superheroes. We got there tonight, so that was really cool. I think we had a lot of fun with that. I don't know how you'd compare that to the other like old Dark House movies that we've seen, but I'd say that was, you know, probably middle of the pack, like maybe
I would say
a little,
so. Maybe it's above average.
definitely above average. I would agree with that. But don't worry, still plenty more old Dark House. Like that's the thing, we've definitely seen over a dozen. We're not running out anytime soon. But we'll have some time before the next one, and next week we're gonna be getting again, one of the patterns I like to follow is older movie, newer movie, older movie, newer movie. So next week we're jumping forward to the 70s, and we're gonna be watching a little psychological horror film from 1970 entitled Dream No Evil. And this is from director John Patrick Hayes, who we previously talked about when we saw his film End of the World, which was the alien movie with Christopher Lee as like the priest who'd been taken over by the alien. But then most of the movie was just this couple driving around. And I don't know if you remember that, but like that was the thing. There were a few scenes.
I remember the aliens. I guess I maybe have blocked out all the driving.
Because the alien stuff probably comprised of like 5 to 10 minutes of the movie, and the other 70 to 80 was just this couple like traveling to find out what was going on. And it's a movie. But so this is 7 years before that. And this was very much an indie film. So it's not, again, it's kind of regional. It was made outside the Hollywood system, but it was made in California. It does have Hollywood actors, but it's very much an indie film. So I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. It's again, I think it kind of channels maybe Psycho, that kind of psychological horror. Your How Awful About Allen's, or your Keep My Grave Opens, those kind of things. So I think it'll be fun. I think we're gonna have a good time with it.
And Sears, I wish I really don't. Nothing to report, unfortunately. I don't know that I've even slept enough to really get any good dreams in.
Unfortunately,
so
Evan
a little
is just,
deprived over here.
That's okay. I mean, again, hopefully tonight helped, recharge your battery a little bit. Just getting a little mystery to work the brain, get the brain kind of work out the gunk. But it was good, and I appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight and was hanging out. Of course, Sears and Alana, glad you could pop in and get in here after that wonderful, wonderful House of Wax screening you got to go to. So cool again. And of course, Kathy, Scott, thanks for being here. Old Radios, thanks for filling us in on the, all the early TV tech. The spinning disc TV. Who knew that was a thing? Also, VMD, and appreciate William popping in here briefly. Gypsy J, of course. Really appreciate you tuning in. Gypsy J's got a lot of good stuff going on this weekend, so be sure to check that out. Kids, appreciate you being here. I know we also had who else did we have? We had Wayne in here, and we had. Make sure Alana didn't send me the list. She's no. No. So yeah, I think that's everybody. Oh, Sally. Just forgetting Sally. Appreciate Sally being in here. Appreciate you tuning in tonight. It was a good time, and of course we'll have a Saturday night shocker up for everybody tomorrow night. A little Spider People triple feature.
Okay.
So it's movies about arachnids and arachnid obsessed people. So you've got Mesa of Lost Women, which you remember the spiders, spider women. Also got Horrors of Spider Island. And you remember the Spider-Man. He was a Spider-Man. I didn't include the Man Spider movie in this Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde because it's just the one scene. Yeah. If there was more Man Spider, I would absolutely indulge. It's just the one scene. The other movie that I included was Spider Baby. So, no spider people, but definitely a very spider-obsessed girl. So it's a fun one. If you haven't seen Spider Baby, you should definitely check it out. But check it out tomorrow. But yeah, nice little Spider People triple feature for you guys to enjoy tomorrow night. But we'll be back next week with Dream No Evil, and we'll be back on the trivia next week. We were off last night. We will be back this Thursday with more trivia, more great Alaska mystery. It's been good. It's been a fun night, and hope everybody has a good weekend. Anything before we sign off tonight, Evan?
So, after party brunch at Waffle House. See you guys there.
Yep. Until then, sweet screams, everybody.
All good fright.